Hi, this is Alex from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got a record to play for you. Today, record Little Red Riding Hood for 1962. So let's get started.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl who was loved by everybody in the village where she lived. She used to wear a red cloak with a red hood, and everybody called her Red Riding Hood. In fact, they'd got so used to calling her Red Riding Hood that they'd forgotten her real name. Now one day...
Red Riding Hood? Red Riding Hood, where are you? Here I am, Mummy. I'm coming. Hurry up, dear. Auntie Anne's just been here, and she tells me that Grandma's very ill. Oh, poor Grandma. Now, look, my dear, can I trust you to go alone to Grandma's? Widow Higginbotham brought this cloak along to me today, and I promised I'd sew it for her straight away. You know you have to go through the wood. Yes, Mummy. But if you keep to the path, nothing can happen. No. Now, you mustn't be frightened. The wolf only stays in the thickest part of the wood. Oh, Mummy, don't worry. I'll be very careful. How glad I am to be going to Grandma's. She's sure to have some chocolate for me. Now, here's a basket with some cakes, some milk, and a pot of jam. They'll do Grandma a lot of good. Now, be careful not to break the bottle of milk. I'll be careful, Mummy. Now, promise me you'll keep to the path and come back straight away so that you won't have to come back in the dark and then get lost. I promise I'll be terribly careful and do exactly as you say, Mummy, so that you won't be worried about me. Goodbye, Red Riding Hood. Give my love to Grandma. I'll have time to go and see her myself tomorrow morning. Goodbye, Mummy. And goodbye, dear. Goodbye.
And off went Red Riding Hood. She walked quickly along the road, clutching the basket tightly in her hand. Every now and then she pulled her hood close around her head to protect herself from the cold wind which was blowing.
Hello, Red Riding Hood. Hello. Hello. Why are you hurrying like that? Come and play with us for a bit. Yes, do come with us. We haven't seen you for such a long time. I'd like to come and play very much. Please don't be angry with me. I can't stop. My grandma's ill, and I promised my mummy not to stop anywhere on my way to her house. I'll come and play another time. Goodbye. Wait for us. We'll come with you as far as the wall. Oh, goody, that is kind of you. I say, Red Riding Hood, aren't you afraid of going into the wood by yourself? What will you do if a wicked wolf comes? Don't be silly. I'm going to be dead careful that nothing happens to me. In any case, the wolf only stays in the thickest part of the wood. I promised Mummy to keep to the path, so I'll be perfectly all right. Well, I hope you're right. I know I'd be very frightened Mummy's never found out. What have you got in your basket, Red Riding Hood? It looks heavy. Can I help you to carry it? Oh, no, thank you. I can carry it myself all right. I've got to be very careful not to break the bottle of milk that I'm taking to my grandma. There's some jam. Oh. And cakes as well. They're to help Grandma get better quickly. Oh. Here we are at the big oak tree. We'll have to run back quickly now. You haven't got far to go now, Red Riding Hood. We've already come halfway with you. You've only got to go through the wood, and then you're at your grandma's. Bye. Come and play with us tomorrow. And tell us if you've seen the wolf. Mummy lets me, of course I'll come. Goodbye. Bye, Red Riding Hood. Don't forget to come tomorrow. Be careful.
Off went Red Riding Hood by herself again. She was a brave little girl, and she didn't hesitate to go right into the wood. There were lots of fine trees in the wood, and big shrubs with beautiful flowers. And there were lovely wild flowers on the ground, too. Red Riding Hood saw a lot of mushrooms, but she was careful not to pick any, as she knew they might be poisonous. All of a sudden, she heard a rustling noise in the trees. At first, she was a little frightened. Then she saw it was a hare which had suddenly run near her. The hare looked at her for a moment and then ran back into the wood again. Were singing so merrily that Little Red Riding Hood couldn't resist laughing.
Do you hear that? What can it be?
It must be a new bird. I've never heard one like it before. How stupid you are. That's only a little girl. I know her very well. You're Red Riding Hood, aren't you?
Yes.
What are you doing all by yourself in the wood without your mummy?
I'm going to my grandma's. She's ill, you know.
Would you like to sing in our choir with us?
We'll have to ask Miss Lark, our choir mistress, first if she can come.
Where is she? Well, she's on that big chestnut tree not far from here.
Oh, do you really think Miss Lark will let me sing in the choir?
Oh, with a voice like yours? Oh, of course she will. Come on, we'll show you the way.
But I promised my mummy I'd keep to the park.
Oh, it's not very far. And after you've seen her, we'll go with you to your grandma's house.
And off they all went, singing away. What a noise they made. All the animals in the forest came to see what was going on.
What's all this noise going on? Nobody can get any sleep here anymore.
It's the little girl with a red hood. We've often seen her here before. Come on, Red Riding Hood. We'd like to have a game of hide and seek. I can't come and play. Oh. We've already reached the chestnut tree, and I promised my mummy I would keep to the park. Oh, don't be a spoil sport. Just one game of hide and seek. Oh. All right.
Oh, good.
I'll count up to 3, and while I'm doing that, you can hide yourselves.
All right.
But don't go too far away. 1, 2, 3, 7, 9, 11, 42, 15, 20, 99, 100. I'm coming.
I'll come and help you look for them, Red Riding Hood. You won't be able to find them by yourself.
Look in the shrubs there. Isn't that one of the little hares? I can see its big ears. Hurrah! I found one of them.
Only dear is missing now. Wait, I'll climb one of these trees and see if I can catch a glimpse of him. Yes, look, behind that fir tree.
Where? I can't see anything.
Come a bit nearer to me.
Oh, yes. We found you. Oh, what a nasty trick to play on me. You gave away.
Now it's your turn, dear. Dear. Now you must look for us.
Oh, no, we must stop now. My mummy will be getting worried that I'm not back, and I haven't been to Grandma's yet. Where's my basket?
We'll have to look for it.
There it is, over there beside the blue flower. Can you see it? Oh, yes, thank goodness. Oh, what a beautiful bluebell. And the daisies. I must pick a bunch of flowers for Grandma. She'd love to have some.
Red Riding Hood ran around the field picking as many flowers as she could. And soon her bunch was so big that she couldn't carry it in one hand. She soon forgot about her new friends. Then, suddenly,
I must hurry. It must be getting very late.
Good afternoon.
Oh,
Good afternoon, Red Riding Hood.
good afternoon, sir. Well, I've never seen such a big dog as you before.
A dog, did you say? I'm a wolf.
The wolf! Oh, you're not going to eat me, are you? Dear, Squibby, where are you?
All your friends have left you. But tell me, what are you doing by yourself in the wood?
My grandma's ill, and I'm taking her some cakes and some milk and some jam.
Oh.
But, my goodness, the sun's going down already. It must be very late. Oh, please, Mr. Wolf, get out of the way and let me pass. I must hurry.
Oh, I'd like you to know, Red Riding Hood, that I'm not so nasty as people say I am.
Aren't you?
No. Your grandma lives on the other side of the wood, doesn't she?
Yes.
Yes, well, I'll hurry along and tell her that you're coming and that she hasn't got to be worried. You can come along at your own speed.
That is kind of you, Mr. Wolf. I'll be able to pick a few more flowers if you do that.
Oh, there's just one thing. How do I get into the house without disturbing your grandma?
All you have to do is lift up the latch and go in.
I see. Good. Yes, well, I'll hurry along, Red Riding Hood. I'll be waiting for you. I've got you already. What a banquet's in store for me.
Be careful, Red Riding Hood. Don't trust him. He's dangerous. You do not trust him. Red Riding Hood. Ooh, ooh.
Who's that at the door?
It's me.
Me! It's Red Riding Hood. I brought you some cakes, some milk, and some jam.
You're very late, my dear.
I left my basket behind and I had to go back for it.
Come in, my dear. I'm so glad nothing has happened to you. Lift up the latch and come in. How glad I am you're here, Red Riding Hood.
Now we're alone together. I'm as hungry as a wolf. My mouth's watering, isn't it? I haven't eaten for 3 whole days.
And the wicked wolf gobbled up the poor grandmother, who disappeared before you could count 1, 2, 3. Then the wolf put on the grandmother's nightcap and her nightdress and got into the bed to wait for Red Riding Hood, pretending to be asleep. Meanwhile, Red Riding Hood was making her way through the wood. It was dark, and soon she got lost and began to be very frightened.
Why didn't I do as my mummy told me? Oh dear, what am I going to do? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, what a relief! I can see Grandma's house over there. What a relief!
Who's that at the door?
It's me, Grandma, Red Riding Hood. I brought you some cakes and some milk and some jam.
Lift up the latch and come in, my dear. My dear.
How funny your voice sounds, Grandma. You must be very ill.
I am very ill, my dear. Come close to me, my dear. Don't be frightened now.
What big eyes you've got, Grandma.
All the best to see you with, my dear.
What big ears you've got, Grandma.
All the better to hear you with, my dear.
What big arms you've got, Grandma.
All the better to hold you with, my dear.
What big teeth you've got, Grandma.
All the better to eat you with, my dear.
I should go and see how the old grandmother is. When I saw her the other day, she wasn't very well. I can't see any light in the house. She can't be asleep already. It's not so late as all that. Oh, I do hope nothing has happened. No reply. Everything's quiet. Wait a minute now. I can hear something. Somebody's snoring rather loudly. Oh, well, that can't be the grandmother. I'm going in. That villain. I knew something was amiss. Well, his stomach's all swollen. Oh, my goodness, he must have eaten the poor old grandmother. Where's my knife? I must make sure it's sharp first. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Good. Here goes. I'll cut the wolf open. Carefully now. Must be careful not to hurt the old grandmother. But what's this? My words! Red Riding Hood!
Hello.
My dear child!
How dark it was inside the wolf. Thank you for getting me out.
Not at all, my dear.
Oh, but please hurry and get Grandma as well.
Ah, yes, of course, I'll hurry. Here she is.
Ah, thank you. Thank you. You saved our lives. Without you, we should have
Oh,
died.
don't mention it, my dear.
As a matter of fact, the change has done me a lot of good.
Well, all's well that ends well.
Where's the wicked wolf?
He's lying there, dead upon the bed.
Ah, I'm glad it's all over.
So am I.
Let's have the cakes and the milk and the jam you brought, Red Riding Hood. I'll make some tea.
Oh, yes, Grandma, that's a good idea.
Would you care for a cup of tea, Mr.
And all three sat round the table and had a wonderful tea. And it wasn't long before Red Riding Hood and her grandma forgot all about the wicked wolf.
So that was Little Red Riding Hood for 1962. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.